Hi everyone, welcome to Quilt Roadies. Well, as you saw at the beginning, there is painting going on at our house, and it has happened without, well, what should I say? It has happened with a lot of bumps along the way. So a lot of scheduling issues. Part of it was like trying to figure out how to fit this all in while I'm prepping or getting ready to leave on retreat. It was like just one thing after another this last week. I did take the 9/11, 48 hours around 9/11 off of social media. It's just a real emotional time and a lot of reflection that we all do. For those of us here, and yeah, so it's been quite a week. Let me just say, if you're new, I apologize up front. Normally it's all starts with a lot of fun, but oh, I have just had a week of it, let me tell you. Now, on top of that, too much information. Been in and out of the doctor's office for a bladder infection, or I should say the virtual doctor's office. I just want to get to retreat. I just want to get to retreat. And it just felt like the universe was not wanting me to go. But I was bound and determined that I was keep prepping for retreat. I'm keep prepping for retreat. That if you build it, they will come. And if you pack the suitcase for a retreat, you'll get to go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So welcome if you're new. Thank you for putting up with me. I know I am like, I did take a shower. But watching these guys tape up the windows, because we live on a hill, and so this house is tall. It's like tall, and when the guy was outside the beehive window, I made this little, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. But I've been busy. I've been trying to keep myself busy, talking to girlfriends so that I could not freak out, because you know, when I make a decision to do something, I want to do it and not freak out. So they have been a godsend to me, let me tell you. I don't know if I shared with you this backing fabrics. I have been buying my backing fabrics from the So Yeah D-Stash site, and they're 5-yard cuts for $30, and you just can't beat it right now. And I don't know what quilts they're for, but so I buy the backing fabric just like a general, maybe this will go with something I'll make someday. So this is one of them, a nice plaid type fabric. And then there's this one, gray with flowers. And then this one just kind of cracked me up. This is Boxes of Tea, but the labels say, they take, it's a play on words, where the last 3 letters are T, T-E-A, but it's positive, tranquility, serenity. So I just thought it was so clever and cute. So I got those, and boy, it feels good to save a little bit of money on fabric. All of my pin cushions are done. Yeah, they're all done over here. I got them all done. And now, let's see. Oh, I got the quilt that I am going to piece together on retreat, and yes, I am going, is this one from the Quilt House in Gardnerville. And I'll put that link below. This kit, because my youngest grandson's name is Leo, I just like the lion theme, and so I got that all pre-cut. So all I have to do is sew. So that is ready. I am so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself because look at this. All done. All done. And I enveloped it. And I was quite pleased with how it turned out. So what I did was was that I put the batting on the back of the front. And I use fusible batting. And then I put the backing right sides together on the front. And then I did a 1/4 inch seam all the way around and left an opening about 2 inches. And then I turned it inside out. And then I ironed it because the fusible batting, and it worked absolutely perfect. And then I stitched in the ditch the entire, both sides and around the embroidery, and then in the center I cross-hatched it. So I am like tickled pink that I persevered and that it turned out so fabulous. So I can see me trying the envelope technique or using the envelope technique for lots of other table runners or wall hangings that you didn't want to have a binding on, rather than spending the time, because when you face something, you still have the time involved in tacking down the facing, but in this case, not at all. So that's quite happy with that. My next big challenge is that I had challenged the fabric stockers who I am retreating with to license plate quilts, and not everybody is going to have their license plate quilts done, although I know one person that has it all done. But I had so many license plates, and that was when the shops, when you could just travel indiscriminately. A lot of shops had them printed, like this one is from Washington, onto like a license plate, their shop name. So I had been collecting them, and other Quilt Roadies sent me theirs from their local areas. And so I divided them all up with my quilt group and said, we're going to hopefully have some kind of an exhibit at a show sometime. And so I tried to figure out what I was going to do, and I'm starting to work on mine. And so this is just the very beginning, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but this is the very beginning of my license plate quilt. So I'm going to be working on that. What else? Oh, if you go on to, now I did this, I believe, Well, we were in Arizona when we had the tiny house in Arizona. And this is a Kathy Schmitz pattern, Eastmoreland. And I was working on the embroidery down here. And then it kind of stopped. It got into a project box and kind of stopped. But then I saw Chris's. And if you go on Instagram, and I'll put her link down below, and you follow As the U Flies, she did hers as a Halloween. I was like in love. I was in love with it. Now, I'm not going to exactly copy her, but the whole idea of having a spooky house in some neighborhood, because isn't there always in every neighborhood a house? I can remember that house when I was growing up. Everybody ran by it when we walked home from school. So it got me all excited. It got me all excited about this project. So I am going to work on it. Work on it. And she said she machine stitched down the houses, which will make a huge difference to actually getting it done. Yep. I have to thank Yvonne. Won't say last names. I got a fabulous little package from Yvonne, and I can't thank you enough. Part of it I will share on the Stitch Roadies because it's more pertinent to cross stitch. But this book that she sent, she accidentally bought two, and haven't we all done that? But this book, and Yvonne, I've never seen this book. It is fantastic. Sharon Burgess, Quilting on the Go, English Paper Piecing. I mean, I can't get over this part, you know, and I have a pillow. Look at that bag. I have a pillow that is started with that clamshell, but all about different techniques. It is all about the different English paper piecing quilts, and every single one of them is absolutely adorable. So I'm so happy she bought two, because I am really going to dive deep into this. Oh my gosh. Oh, and they made one into a book cover. Look at that. This is just eye candy. In fact, I am not even putting this one on the bookshelf. I'm going to leave it out on the table so that I can peruse it at my leisure. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you so much. So there you go. I have lots of packing and still things to get ready. I started my antibiotics today, thank God, you know. And, you know, right now, processes are not simple anymore, are they? That's all I'm going to say. Processes are not simple. But thank goodness for all of you stitchy friends out there, quilty and stitchy friends. I am going to be giving away, and yes, I will have G insert right here the finished quilt of the octopus that I gifted to my older son for his birthday, and he loved it, which warms my heart. In fact, he sent a picture as soon as he got home. He hung it up, and isn't that what, you know, at least for the moment, in our family history, it's hanging on someone's wall. It's just, you know, it just makes you feel good. and he got all the humor that I put into it. So I had so much fun with that. But the base pattern that I used was Laura Heine's pattern, and I had lots of fabric that I used that has fusible on it and other fabric that does not. And but I put it all together in a kit for a giveaway. So if anybody is interested in this package, and all of this scraps of fabric to get you off to a good start, in the comments, use the word octopus. Now I know some of you will just put octopus, but it's always fun for me when I can see how someone uses a word in a sentence. So octopus, and we'll see who gets that. And at the very end of this video will be the winner of the trimmings gift card from Fat Quarter Shop, because that is, they are so generous to have given it to us, and that's a free pattern to start, so it's going to be quite an event. So stay tuned till the very end, because I'll have G put a little winner poster board up there, and congratulations to whoever wins. And hopefully, knowing what day today is, and I'm hoping to get to retreat, I probably won't be back for another week. So stay tuned. Thank you for coming along and hanging out with me and being supportive, because it has been quite a week around here, let me just tell you. Yeah, so much more than I could even share on this, and you do not want to be burdened by someone else's hiccups. Yeah. Love you guys. Stay safe. Stay healthy.